This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What is that?
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This defense for the Packers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Looking to throw is Williams. And again back to Kmet. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Williams. As he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw, Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down. And this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Black, 95.
Play action this time with Love. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. But kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set, ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Packers have 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
At the 39-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready. Red, 38.
Now Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Down, ready.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Come on, set.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And then get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To the air, Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. Find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
What is up? Biggie Angels. Biggie Angels. Guys, yes. Guys, yes.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete. We're in the doom zone. So 5 yards here, flat on the play. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
What is up?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Third and 9 here. Looking to throw. Williams. Over the middle is going to find Burden. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a 1st down. Give him credit for that one.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And pass complete to Moore. And he will hit the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down. At the Packers' 15-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
Williams looking to do it himself. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They juked him. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 20-yard line.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the gun, they'll try to run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Ready, set.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Williams looking to do it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready?
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Again, it's Love. That's taken in by Kraft. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Love looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready?
Love. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Williams. He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throw outside complete. That's Reed. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
52.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Love.
The 28-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got one complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. And they'll pick up about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Hut.
Going back to the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Down. Ready.
Love to throw for it on 4th. This is caught. Well, the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you look on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Throwing. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw, Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 62 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Clark. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Let's go.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Love from the gun on third down. He'll try and do this himself. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they want to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Ready.
Love now. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ready?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
They'll try the left side. It's Lloyd. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Savion Williams, 29 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To the left side into the hands of Adunze. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Connect. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets him up for the first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. To the air, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had that one down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. He's got the first down and more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Ready. Black. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
What is it on?
Pass caught by Burden. And they get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
What is it on?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's got his receiver. It's Golden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Love from the gun. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 29 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
27.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Listen up. Axel, 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 Axel. Yes, 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 yes.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged through it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just got to wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a fourth down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
A 28-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Green Jack. Set. Punt.
Love looking to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Ready. Black. 95. Set.
Love. Able to connect with Jacobs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go. Smash. Red. 45. What?
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Blaster. 6.
Here's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Ready, ready. Hut.
Now Love. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.